Sideline Sedo here. Today we're going to be talking about the current state of the sporting director role at Liverpool. There's a lot of developments that have come out in the last week post transfer window that we need to unpack, dissect, and basically try to piece together to figure out what is going to be the kind of approach for Liverpool moving forward in the transfer markets to come and in the years to come. What is the vision of the club? How are they going to structure it? But before we continue, make sure to comment down below what do you think about this news, and let's get into the video. As always, if you end up enjoying, consider giving the video a like. Starting with this news about Michael Edwards. Michael Edwards, if you're new to Liverpool, if you're new to the channel, or whatever it might be, is like the man. He is basically the architect, at least from a transfer strategy perspective, of setting up Liverpool with the likes of, scouting Van Dijk, getting Allison, getting Salah, Klopp wanted Julian Brandt. Some people don't know that, but he wanted Julian Brandt ahead of Salah. He wanted Mario Götze ahead of Sadio Mane. And Edwards convinced him through very good data and analytics that these other options like Salah, like Mane, were the right fit for Liverpool. He is making a comeback with his new advisory firm, Ludonautics, which will work with a bunch of different teams around Europe, a lot of teams in the Premier League. But that's like an interesting kind of crease to the story. He left last summer. He's also working with ex-director of research Ian Graham. And that's Michael Edwards on the left, if you're not aware. But the story and kind of news around the current status of the sporting director role doesn't stop there. There's a lot more at stake with the current sporting director, Jorg Schmadtke, and with former sporting director, Julian Ward. There's been a lot of rumors, but we're going to start with a Dave Ockop article about Julian Ward, who is reportedly back working at Liverpool. It's a very short article. Ward took over for Michael Edwards in the role in the summer of 2020, but in a shock move, news broke that Ward would be leaving the role after less than a season to spend more time with his family. But this, you could pause and read it. I'll just give you the quick and easy of it. But basically, what's happened is that effectively, we've got this article that's stating, number one, Jorg Schmadtke is not here in the long term. And the second big thing, and this isn't a big reveal, a few people have mentioned it, but Julian Ward has been back involved with Liverpool during the end of the transfer window. From mid-August, he's been involved with Liverpool. So this means that Jorg Schmadtke wasn't working alone to get some of these deals done for, say, Wataru Endo or Ryan Gravenberch. But apparently in some sort of consultancy or advisory role, Ward has been involved as well, which is good news because Julian Ward signed the likes of Luis Diaz. He made some good moves while at Liverpool, I think. And Michael Edwards, also working with Premier League clubs, probably Liverpool as well, is a player, not a player, but a man, I should say, a sporting director, an analyst who has given Liverpool a great edge. So having all three of them, Jorg Schmadtke potentially even possibly staying, because this broke just as I was going to record. LFC and Jorg Schmadtke have been in discussions about extending his time as sporting director with more responsibilities being added to his in-tray. The success of Liverpool's midfield rebuild has been taken into account, as well as Schmadtke's ambitions for the future. So, a lot to dissect. I am under the impression that, given the state of play, Liverpool is using Jorg Schmadtke as the head sporting director and is kind of getting probably some level of assistance through Julian Ward and maybe Michael Edwards. None of that's been confirmed, but that's the current state of things. It's a bit kind of cloudy as to how the sporting director role will evolve, who will, be, I guess the centerpiece of it, who will really lead the sporting director role and who will kind of guide Liverpool's transfer recruitment strategy and just general scouting strategy. But I think this is great news for Liverpool long term. Jorg Schmadtke didn't do the best of business, but I think the likes of Endo, Gravenberch at the end, if that was alongside Julian Ward, and if he continues to stay at Liverpool and they continue to foster this kind of advisory relationship, who knows how it's going to end up. But it's good news because it seems like Liverpool is trying to be very proactive. And Right now, there's not a lot of news because of the international break. But as always, comment down below what did you think about this news? What do you think about Jorg Schmadtke potentially staying at Liverpool? And what do you think about Michael Edwards and Julian Ward apparently working together with Liverpool as a kind of advisory role? As always, like the video if you enjoyed. Consider subscribing to the Sideline Sedo YouTube channel for all your Premier League, Liverpool, and general football content needs. Thank you so much for watching. Sideline Sedo. Peace.